In 2010, a programmer traded 10,000 bitcoins for two pizzas, the most expensive meal in history. But this isn't a story about money. It's about rebellion, code, and the search for trust in a broken world. This is the journey of how a few lines of code ignited a global movement, from mysterious origins to becoming a new form of money. October 31st, 2008. While the world reeled from a financial crisis, a message appeared on a cryptography mailing list. It was a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer to peer electronic cash system, authored by someone named Satoshi Nakamoto. The idea was radical: money without banks or governments, value verified not by authority but by mathematics, a digital currency powered by a shared public ledger, the blockchain. On 3rd January 2009, the first block was mined, the Genesis block, containing a hidden protest, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Bitcoin was born as a quiet response to a broken financial system. In the beginning, Bitcoin had no price, only believers. A handful of miners and coders exchanged coins as experiments in digital value. The first real transaction came in May 2010, 10,000 bitcoins for two pizzas. It was more than a meal. It was proof that code could become currency. What began as curiosity among coders slowly became a symbol of independence, transparency, and technological faith. By 2011, Bitcoin reached parity with the US dollar, then surged to $30 before crashing back down. But its community kept growing, united by a belief that open source money could outlast centralized power. By 2013, Bitcoin crossed $1,000 for the first time. With fame came frenzy, media attention, new exchanges, and global headlines declaring a revolution. But soon came the first great crash. In 2014, Mt. Gox, the largest exchange, collapsed after losing 850,000 bitcoins. Faith was shaken, yet the idea survived. It wasn't the first collapse, and it wouldn't be the last. But through every fall, Bitcoin gained something priceless: resilience. Developers strengthened the network, communities debated scaling solutions. Through boom and bust, Bitcoin evolved from digital cash to digital gold. 2017, the year Bitcoin entered the mainstream, from $1,000 in January to nearly $20,000 by December. Retail investors flooded in, headlines screamed, regulators scrambled, and when the bubble burst, many declared the dream dead. But when the world changed in 2020, when economies shut down and central banks printed trillions, Bitcoin returned, not as a gamble, but as a lifeboat. For the first time, institutions joined in. Fund managers, corporations, and public companies began to see it as a digital store of value. The revolution had quietly gone professional. The turning point came in 2020 when MicroStrategy became the first publicly traded company to add Bitcoin to its balance sheet, a bold corporate move that shocked Wall Street. Its Bitcoin holdings are now worth over $70 billion. Just months later, in early 2021, Canada became the first country to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF, opening a regulated pathway for investors to hold Bitcoin through traditional markets. Then came El Salvador, the first nation to make Bitcoin legal tender in September 2021, a historic step for monetary sovereignty. Today, its national holdings are worth over $750 million. And finally, in 2024, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, launched its iShares Bitcoin ETF. It now holds nearly $90,000 billion in Bitcoin, the largest institutional position ever recorded. From corporations to countries, Bitcoin has moved from the fringe to the financial core. But the journey is far from over. Regulatory battles, energy debates, and volatility still test the idea. Bitcoin's rise isn't just about wealth, it's a mirror, reflecting our shifting trust in institutions and our search for freedom in a controlled world. In an era where money can be created with a keystroke, Bitcoin reminds us that scarcity still matters. From a 2008 white paper to a $1 trillion asset, Bitcoin's story is one of vision, volatility, and faith in code. It proved that an idea born in crisis could outlast the empires of finance. As the world stands between central bank digital currencies and decentralized alternatives, Bitcoin remains a symbol of what happens when code replaces trust. What do you think? Is Bitcoin the future of money or just another phase in the evolution of finance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is Market Velugu, Light on Markets. See you in the next episode.